A beautiful Saturday morning at the ballpark as the Marauders take it on the Lugnuts. Now, that seems like an odd name, the Lugnuts, you might be thinking. But during the fall season, Hobgood uses names of lesser-known minor league teams. The Lansing Lugnuts from Michigan are a minor league team. They are affiliated with the Toronto Blue Jays. Now let's get into the action. The Marauders at the plate first, and leadoff batter David McKechnie draws the walk. But watch this, the ball gets past the catcher. David keeps running and running and running. He makes it to second base, all on a simple walk. Now the wild pitch allows David to take off for third base, or runner in scoring position, still with no one out in the ball game. Anderson Carter hits a super sharp grounder to short. That allows David to score, and AC ends up on first base. No outs, 1-0 the score. Maddox now at bat, and the lefty hits one the opposite way. It's too tough to handle for the third baseman. That allows Anderson to take third base, and Maddox makes it all the way to second base. Now Magline now up at the plate, and a well-hit grounder, too hot for the shortstop. Anderson Carter, AC, comes home to score. Maddox on second, Magline on first, still no one out. The score's already 2-0 with no outs and 2 runners on base. Coach Dan keeping his guys focused. Now Palm is now at bat. The pitch is high, and an aggressive Maddox slides into home. He is safe. Meanwhile, Magline makes it to third base. 3-0 now our score, the Marauders on top. The very next pitch is swung on and missed, but that throws off the catcher. Magline is going to try to score the run. A bang-bang play at the plate. The umpire says that he's out, but was he? Slow-mo replay seems to vindicate the umpire. The Marauders still up 3-0. Now, I tell you what, Palm is so patient at the plate. He's able to draw walks from even the toughest of pitchers. He draws one here, and a few moments later, he steals second. Then, with Ephraim Key at the plate, the wild pitch allows Palm to make it to third. He eventually scores, and the Marauders are up 4-0. Ephraim Key is going to show some patience at the plate. He also draws the walk. He'll then make it to second base. And then on a high pitch, Key is going to make it to third base. There seems to be no stopping the Marauders. After half an inning, they lead 4-0. David McKechnie pitching for the Marauders, and the southpaw strikes out the first batter he faces. He then picks up a K against batter number 2 in the lineup, 2 outs. Now here's a fun and confusing play. Everyone seemed confounded. David throws a strike. It's a third strike. It's a third out. The umpire seems to know it. He's not quite so sure, but no one else seemed to realize that the inning was over, but it was. After 1/2 inning, the Marauders on top, 4-0. David's going to drill one deep into the outfield, and he'll put on the afterburners to slide into second base. Next up is Anderson Carter. He comes up to the bat, and he hits a solid drive into right field. As AC heads towards second base, the defense overthrows the ball. That allows AC to head to third base. Coach Dan holds him momentarily, but then he sees the throw's going to be a little bit off base again. This allows Anderson Carter to circle the bases. He clears the base paths, extends the Marauders' lead now to 6-0. Now Maddox is on first base, and he tries to steal second. The throw is off target, so Maddox takes the turn to third base. The throw again is off target, so Maddox comes around to slide into home plate. 7-0 now our score. Connor Magline up to the plate. He hits one hard to short. The shortstop's throw was a little bit late, a bit overthrown, so Magline takes off for second, where he slides in safe. Now Dilling at the plate. He drives one deep. Back, back, back. This thing is going to roll to the fence. A run comes around to score, and Dilling ends up with a double, 8-0. On the very next pitch, this one gets away from the catcher. They try to throw out Dilling at third, but that ball is off target. Dilling scores. The Marauders up their lead to 9-0. Then Palm is the next batter. He actually gets hit on the back of the leg, maybe the upper heel. He's okay, but he takes his rightful place at first base. And here Palm is going to take off for second, where again he finds himself safe. And as Ephraim Key stands in the batter's box, another wild pitch. This one is going to send Palm to third base. Good aggressive base running by the Marauders. J.P. Miller at the plate. The 2-2 pitch gets by the catcher. Palm hustles from third to add yet another run to the score. We're now into double digits, 10-0 our score. In the bottom of the second inning, Maddox comes in to pitch. The lefty has had a solid season in relief. The next play, this is kind of hard to see, so I'm going to slow it down. The good pitch, but the batter makes some good contact with it. But second baseman Palm does a good job of fielding and throwing. Anderson at first base extends to make the catch. The Marauders looking impressive on defense. Now Maddox picks up the third out of the inning with a strong pitch. The Marauders did give up one run in the inning, but they still lead 10-1. Now Bolt gets the inning off the right way. His tough hopper to short gives him an infield single, and the bats are staying alive for the Marauders. Next up, David McKechnie. He gets hit by the pitch, so he heads for first base. Bolt takes off for second base. Connor about to step into destiny. You see Magline has the bases loaded. He gets the pitch right down the middle, drives it deep. Oh my goodness. It rolls to the fence. 3 runs are going to score, as does Connor. A grand slam inside the park home run. 15-1 now our score. The Marauders running away with this thing. Bottom of the third, Coach Dan brings in Anderson Carter in relief. He's the third pitcher of the day. He again looking impressive. He would pick up the save. Here he picks up the strikeout. The next batter is going to hit a roller back to the pitcher. These things can be tricky, but Anderson makes a solid defensive play. The Marauders pick up the win, 15-1 over the Lugnuts.